Welcome to gift card season. Many of you are going to be giving gift cards as gifts. Some of you are going to be receiving gift cards. Some of you are going to buy them for yourselves. Listen, I often buy gift cards for myself just because sometimes there's a deal. Like I spend so much money on the Apple services, right? They have iCloud and all that kind of stuff. And then at times at the pharmacy, they'll say, oh, we'll give you extra points or it'll be 10% off if you buy these gift cards right now. So I'll buy that. I'll buy the gift card in order to save a few bucks, right? Seems like a good thing. But I'll tell you something. Sometimes now I'm nervous when I'm buying these gift cards, and I'm inspecting the back of the gift cards, making sure they're not tampered with. Yet, despite all of these extra security features, and I think the Apple ones, they've put every single type of security feature imaginable now on these things because there's so much fraud involved. But I'm still hesitant. And then I see other gift cards. I'm like, oh, geez, I've heard horror stories where people have a gift card. They use it. And then they still got money on it. And then they try and use it again. Nope. The money is drained. It's gone. Or they'll just straight up buy a gift card and they'll try and use it for the first time. They swipe the card at the merchant. Nope, sorry, this card's not valid, not working. So I keep hearing these horrible horror stories on gift cards. Yet, we all know so many of us use them. How do you guard against gift card fraud, especially at this time of year? Let's head over to Terry Cutler, ethical hacker and author of the #1 best-selling book, Insider Secrets to Internet Safety, Advice from a Professional Hacker. Terry, welcome to the show.
How have you been?
I'm doing great. How you been?
Good. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been a long time, so I'm happy to catch up on a subject that I think matters because I think every single person has a gift card in their home, maybe several, that they're waiting to use or will give out. How do we protect ourselves, Terry, from the stories we hear about all different types of gift card fraud?
There's so much fraud happening right now. So let's start at the physical level. So a lot of this fraud is happening. So let's say you go to your local grocery store. And you have this rotating wall of various gift certificates.
Yes.
So the way it works is a scammer will go in there, buy a legitimate card. Let's say he'll put $10 on it. What happens is he's going to go home and he's going to scan and print out his exact barcode. And what he's going to do is he's going to go back to the store and he's going to paste it over an existing gift card that's on the wall. So when you as a consumer go and buy a gift card for your loved one, when you bring it to the cash and you activate it, it might say SAQ when the person scans it but never notices it. So what happens is when they go and load the card for $50, let's say, you're actually loading the scammer's real card on the other side.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that when you look at the back of the card, make sure like you feel over the barcode. Is it slightly raised? Check if there's actually a sticker, because that's how they're going to get around that. But we've also investigated digital crime where, let's say we work with a retailer and the retailer's website actually got hacked into and the scammers had access to the gift card center. So they were actually able to reload their own cards whenever they want. So they see deductions happening at the stores. They're losing money there, but the gift card amounts are never going down.
So, yeah, and I guess that's you have to ask yourself sometimes. The retailers have a role to play here, right? Like, and the merchants and all of these different brands, they have a role to play. At times, do they have like conflicting interests because perhaps they know they'll just end up selling more of those cards?
Look, it's all about convenience, right? Why do I want to go to, say, Home Depot when I can go to my local grocery store 2 minutes away and get the same gift card? But the thing is that the Home Depot can't control their gift cards in other people's stores, right? Because usually these Rolodex walls, or whatever you want to call them, the walls of various gift cards, are in an area that's not fully protected. And so people can go in there and start tampering with things without anybody noticing.
So, okay, I guess I can now go to the pharmacy or the grocery store and bring my magnifying glass so that I can do the sleuthing myself and figure out, okay, this is legitimate. There's not an additional sticker that somebody else placed. And I guess that's part of it. Everyone has to protect themselves. But let's say, Terry, you take some precautions, still doesn't work out. You've been frauded. You try and use the card, it doesn't work. What does a consumer do then? Are there any protections in place, or is it just you're out of luck?
You're out of luck a lot of times. You can go to the police, report it, but these guys are receiving like 50,000 cases of fraud, right? You're just going to be another pile on the desk. So my advice would be, if you have to buy a gift card, either go directly to the store itself, right? Because they're going to have more responsibility there if something happens to their card. Keep the receipt as well, right? When you activate the gift card. But if you could, why don't you just get a digital version of the gift card? Buy it online, and at least there's going to be more of a trace, and they'll see all the activities that are going to be happening with this card.
So if I'm it's the holiday season's approaching. We're with Terry Cutler, ethical hacker, and we're talking about gift card fraud. So let's say I have a choice to buy someone a gift card for the holidays for a gift, and I can or I can go to the store and buy the physical version, or I can go online and buy the digital version and then get it in my email and then print it out. You're saying the latter is the more secure way?
Yeah, it would be.
Gotcha.
Getting the online digital version, because you're going to go direct into the supplier's database. You're not going to go through a middleman, which would be the cashier.
Gotcha. And if you're going to do the retail, if you're going to go the retail route and just get it, get it at the pharmacy, should you focus on getting the ones that are stored behind the cash as opposed to those displays on the floor?
I mean, what if you have an insider threat?
Yeah.
Right? So there's so much scams happening right now. It's very, very hard to stay up to date with these latest tactics, which is actually one of the reasons why I launched that mobile app called Fraudster, which helps you keep up to date. But there's so many ways to get around these things now. It's crazy.
And Terry, we have the gift cards that are retailer specific. What about those Visa, MasterCard gift cards? Is there anything else? I have a listener writing me that they've had an issue with one of those credit card gift cards that they got from work. Tried to use it, not working. That seems like a whole other issue there. What can you tell us on that end?
I heard an issue a while back where if you didn't use the card after a certain amount of time, it starts deducting like fees from it.
Yeah,
and that didn't sit well with me. Like, you pay $50 or $100 for a card. Next thing you know, we go to use it like 6 months later, 7 months later, and there's only like half the balance left of it.
That's not like hacker fraud or crime fraud. That's just like down and dirty business practice.
Yeah, going back to the story with the other retailer that got hacked into, I mean, they lost tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
plus fees of investigators to go in there, cyber investigators to go and find out how this all happened. But yeah. Terry,
listen, you're a hacker. Do you buy gift cards?
I do, but I buy the digital versions.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Most of the time. Or if I have to, I go to the store directly.
Terry, we have to leave it there. Thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Thanks for having me.
That's Terry Cutler, ethical hacker, author of the book Insider Secrets to Internet Safety, Advice from a Professional Hacker.